Following on from last week, we're going to look at the animation department, which is where a great deal of Kong has been brought to life for the screen. It's the 5th of October, and animation has actually 4 weeks left to deliver all the animation for the show. I think Carl Denham had an easier job trying to make his movie.
On this production, just like on a lot of the big visual effects shows now, there's two main ways of getting your animation. Mocap, which stands for motion capture, or keyframe animation.
For Kong, there are a lot of aspects of his performance that were designed and created and explored on the mocap stage, but to actually bring him to the screen with the flexibility that we need to give Peter what he wants and the changes that he wants to make, a lot of Kong has been created through keyframe animation.
I'm setting some keyframes right now.
Use keyframe animation. You animate key poses of the animation that you're most interested in to start with.
And that may be one pose every second. So you may work out this pose, and then this pose a second later.
The computer can help me to work out what's going to happen in between.
So by working out your different in-betweens between your key poses, you can work out forms and dynamic. And you can build your shot that way.
Go change it. I will. I hope I get an approval tomorrow.
The mocap is great because it's the performance that Pete wants, but the motion capture that they did can't really get every little, brow and nuance. So what the motion capture can't do, we can do by hand, which is the keyframing of the face, and give it some nice little subtleties.
We look at ourselves in the mirror, looking for small subtleties and little muscles around the nose, like nose flaring. Less is more, and just creating something very subtle is probably the most difficult thing to do. So the simple things that you think you see on the screen are actually the hardest.
An animator will therefore do a lot of technical stuff, but we try and bring in a lot of performance stuff and physicalizing things and acting it out.
Animators, we act out our shots whenever we're not sure about really the physicality and we want to get inside the mind and inside the body of Kong. It makes it a lot easier to get your shot done and to get it done quickly.
Cam here is going to be the Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm going to play King Kong.
Take a bite at Anne.
Yeah.
All right.
Peter's telling fantasy here. Yes, we want the power, we want the physics, we want the believability, but we want to be able to go to a more kind of a magical world, add a little spice into things.
The thing is with dinosaurs is that nobody really knows how they're supposed to move, so you can take a few liberties there.
And we do use reference for that. And the reference for a T-Rex, generally speaking, you look at ostriches for leg movement, but I also like to go into the feline world. You can get their tails, when they get angry or they, sense something out there. They can have that focus, and then the tail starts to whip, and it becomes a part of the performance. And that's not going by any kind of paleontology. That's completely fantasizing it, but it makes it more powerful and it makes it stronger.
I think a lot of the animators are being challenged more than they have before.
The premiere is on the 4th of December, and everyone's here 7 days a week, cranking, trying to get it all done.
It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of good hard work.
I'm just trying to work out the physics of a gorilla. It's 25 foot tall, chasing a cab.
That's a good animator? A good animator, nothing phases them.
So, I'm sorry, what was your question?
Back to work.